Two rising stars in AI, but only one can take the crown, Gemini or DeepSeek. Which AI will win? In one corner, Gemini, Google's latest and greatest. In the other, DeepSeek, the impressive challenger shaking things up. We're diving into what really matters. Reasoning, speed, coding skills, language abilities, and more. All tested head to head. Forget the marketing hype, we're here for real results. We'll score each round, so you'll see a clear winner by the end. And trust me, the winner might surprise you. Let's get into it. So here's a quick mind map of what we're comparing today. Model capabilities, language and culture, openness, real-world usage, cost and accessibility, and then benchmarks and research. It's a good spread. Alright, let's tackle each of these one by one. Okay, first up, model capabilities. And wow, Gemini honestly brings out the big guns here, like not only does it handle text and code, but it's also multimodal. So you can throw images, audio, even video at it, plus those tool integrations. Super slick. Now, DeepSeek, it keeps things a bit more focused. Text, code, math, it's really strong, especially on those fronts. But no images or audio yet, and that's kind of a bummer in 2024, right? So for this round, yeah, Gemini is the clear winner, right? Moving on, language and culture. This is where DeepSeek actually flexes pretty hard. Gemini is a beast in English, no question, and covers the top world languages. Except when it comes to deep regional stuff, especially from Asia, it kind of fumbles the bag. DeepSeek? Basically the go-to if you're working in Chinese or tackling multilingual stuff across Asia. So, if you're tired of models tripping over nuanced Chinese, DeepSeek just nails it and takes this category. Now, let's talk openness. Oh man, this one is night and day. Gemini is classic Google locked up tight, API behind a fence, licensing for everything. DeepSeek just drops their weights right on GitHub, open licenses, stable, and MOE varieties. Heck, you can run it on your own hardware if you want. Yeah, the community is still kind of catching up, but honestly, that kind of openness? Major win for DeepSeek. Oh, and here's something cool I just gotta share. Did you know DeepSeek's open source language models actually cracked the global top 3 for math reasoning tasks in 2025? Yeah, not just for China worldwide top 3. That's kinda wild considering how new it is, right? On to real world usage. This is actually trickier than you'd think. So, Gemini obviously. It's all over your Google account, Docs, Gmail, Android, you name it. High uptime, reliable like, you want something that just works, this is it. Now, DeepSeek is more in the tinkerer's lane, great for researchers or devs who want to fine-tune and deploy on their terms. But let's be fair, getting it running for an everyday person? Not so much. So if we're talking pure convenience and global reach, Gemini's taking the win. Okay, cost and accessibility. Look, Gemini does give you a taste for free like. Gemini Nano is genuinely solid. But the real muscle is behind a paywall, and there's no local install. DeepSeek, completely free, you can even self-host, which is just wild. Sure, the setup isn't exactly grandma-friendly, but for students, solo researchers, small teams, that's a huge deal. Easy win for DeepSeek here. Now, benchmarks and research. Honestly, both absolutely slap on academic leaderboards. Gemini scores high on the big Western tests. MMLU, big bench, multimodal stuff. DeepSeek is right up there too, especially jaw-dropping on Chinese and math benchmarks. And because it's open, you can actually see how it ticks. Only thing, it's still growing those multimodal muscles. Still, I'd call this one a tie. Both are top tier in their own way. Here's a little radar chart view. Just to visualize what we've been talking about, you can really see how Gemini dominates stuff like integration and capabilities, while DeepSeek's blowing the doors off in openness and affordability. Super interesting contrast. Alright, so my final take? Gemini is basically your go-to if you want seamless tools and a jack-of-all-trades AI perfect for business, creative work, or anyone deep in the Google ecosystem. DeepSeek, though, it's perfect if you want total control, the best Chinese language performance, or you're on a tight budget. It's kind of the researcher and builder's dream setup. If you found this helpful, stick around. Subscribe or follow for more direct, no-nonsense AI breakdowns and head-to-heads. See you next time.